It seems the preseason negativity has only bolstered New York Islanders fans, as the Isles return to the postseason for the first time in 3 seasons. And the first time at the Nassau Coliseum since 2015. The barn is as loud as it has ever been. The hockey experts' prognostications inspired both team and fan. The doubters failed to realize the power of team, the strength of determination, the energy that 13,917 frenzied fans can provide to a group that feeds off it. In Game 2 the Nassau Coliseum, faithful did not disappoint. Pre-game it is Nassau Coliseum tradition that a crowd gathers for the pre-game skate. Barclays destroyed that tradition. There, no one enters the lower bowl at any time without a ticket. It's a policy that fueled fans' contempt for the place. And I do hope that policy will disappear should the Isles continue this playoff run. But back to the Coli. As in Game 1, on Friday the crowd was electric and erupted when the boys hit the ice. The players' faces indicated a seriousness about the task at hand. There was no overconfidence, no joking. It was a hard pre-game skate. There was not a momentary lapse during the drills. Casey Cizikas stretched and shared with Jordan Eberle, "This is it. It's our time." Lip reading is a hobby of mine. Cal Clutterbuck went top speed from side to side, propelling himself into the boards, crushing an imaginary Phil Kessel. The fans got riled up. Almost instantaneously, a "Let's go Islanders" chant erupted from the crowd. Matt Barzal and Matt Martin closed out warm-ups with some one-timers and crowd pucks. 15 minutes later the house was full. As they have since the return to Nassau, Islanders fans participate in the anthems. Now Angelica Salem is the modern-day Joe Dirt. I still miss Joe Dirt though. Rendition hits all the right notes with these fans and leads the NHL's greatest karaoke night. 1 Stone period. Casey Cizikas won the opening face-off, setting the trend in an area where the Islanders dominated all night. Crosby. The play was mostly even throughout the first. Fans leapt from their seats with 10:46 left, as Devon Taves ripped the puck past Murray. It hit the post. At 15:47 Jack Johnson, fresh out of the box, took his second ill-advised penalty, and the Islanders were back on the power play. As Johnson procrastinated en route to the sin bin, Coliseum fans watched Crosby and Malkin do what they do best, work the refs. Both put up an intense argument over the clear penalty. When the cameras returned it was game on. The Isles threatened until Anders Lee got his second phantom penalty of the series, this time on the PP. In the history of the NHL, there has never been a player who so expertly manipulates the officials as does Sidney Crosby. As his game erodes, it is arguably Crosby's greatest skill. And it was on full display in Game 2. If only that desire had translated to his play, the Pens might have had a better result. Second period. The second started with a point-blank save by Robin Lehner. With just over 12 minutes left, Matt Martin took a Clutterbuck backdoor feed but was denied with a Murray side-to-side stop. At 10:36, it would be an Erik Goodbranson slapshot that would start the scoring. The most impressive thing about this goal was the crowd reaction. There was no lull, no boos. Immediately a "Let's go Islanders" reverberated throughout. The Islanders responded accordingly. Just 3 minutes later a Bo Barzal odd-man rush got the Islanders on the board to tie it at 1. The aftermath resulted in a Barzal double roughing Miner and the Penguins' second and final power play. Again, the Isles' PK was up to the task and the Pens failed to convert. Third period. The crowd noise in the third was the loudest in recent history. Around the 7-minute mark, the Islanders had a face-off in the Pens' zone. During the TV timeout, the scoreboard played the locker room speech from Miracle. The Coliseum went crazy. Barzal and Eberle showed their approval as they banged their sticks on the ice. Just seconds later the pair would connect on the Isles' second goal. At 9:50 of the third, Patrick Hornquist was called for tripping. The Islanders had been 0 for 5 on the PP to this point. With 8:22 left, By the final horn, the Penguins exposed just how frustrated they have become. After taking a gloved face mush, Scott Mayfield laughed in Malkin's face as he left the ice. Want your voice heard? Join the Eyes on Isles team. Write for us. Johnny Boychuk emphasized in the post-game to forget about the last 2 games and prepare for the next. Should the Isles remain focused, the sky is truly the limit for this team.